Welcome to the Lead with Your Soul podcast. I'm Michelle Wright, your host and fellow traveler on this journey of self-discovery. This podcast is designed for women navigating life transitions and yearning to embrace their true selves. I'll be sharing my personal journey from navigating the complexities of divorce and blending families to reshaping my career to something that resonates with my soul. With 3 decades as a teacher and mentor, I'm here to share insights, heartfelt stories, and practical strategies. Together, we'll explore how to cultivate self-love and create the vibrant, fulfilling life you deserve. Join me each week as we dive deep into the art of living authentically. Welcome to the Lead with Your Soul podcast, and it is April. Messages for Your Soul, where I pull cards for us all. And inside of this message, I get you to look and feel and connect and resonate with any of the words, phrases, images that are in this reading, because that message. This is our second last day in our beautiful RV, and we're heading home to Alberta tomorrow. Happy to be back with family. So think of us as we're crossing the Great Divide in the beautiful Coquihalla Highway. I had spoken earlier in January about the astrology that's happening in 2026, and April is another month of very impactful, once-in-a-lifetime astrology. I suggest that you go on YouTube, you look up the astrology, and it's usually based on your rising sign. If you don't know how to do that, send me a message, DM me on my Instagram, and I'll help you. It's very powerful messages that are coming in for April. We have those, and we have more in July. And so the cards reflect that. So when I look down at the overall reading, it really does reflect what's coming in. So take the time to just go look and what that means for you in your own chart for your own journey. As well, I'm going to ask you, please hit the like button, subscribe, take a moment to send this to someone who might enjoy listening to it and really enjoy some guidance this month. So I'm going to now put us over into so that you can see my beautiful cards on the table. Here we go. And this is our overall. So first we have the Kim Krantz Wild Unknown archetypal deck. And this is Kairos. So this almost looks like the eye, and it looks like it would be a dragon's eye. That's what it, for me, really comes in. And Kairos is that time that is divine timing. So it's not the timing that we have when we follow the calendar. It's that timing that you follow when you follow your heart, when you follow your soul, when you follow your soul messages. And I'm just looking if this cord is here, and it is not. Okay. So with that Kairos, that's what this is overall talking about. And for me, when I pulled it, I said, could it be more fitting for April? This once in a lifetime timing for this month, everything that is happening. And it really depends on where it's happening in your chart. For me, a lot of this is happening and hitting my 7th and my 9th. And so there's lots of different, 7 is all about relationships. So I have different aspects of our relationships. I have different things happening as well in my 9th, which is about learning more and taking travel and just digging deeper into my studies and my understanding. And then I have a lot also happening in the 11th, which speaks about really communities. So where does it hit you? Because April is really about you following the nudges, you listening. So if you don't usually keep a journal, just, writing down different thoughts or what's going on or synchronicities that are happening for you, April might be a good month to start that. Just connecting with this divine timing. You might have some aha moments or things might just click, click. Or maybe in the karmic shifts of the eclipses, there were some shifts that didn't happen, so they might happen now. And then with our Michelle Buchanan, the beautiful numerology deck, this is spiritual partnerships. It is so interesting, first of all, spiritual partnerships, and I cannot tell you how called I am to wear purple. And I don't have a lot of purple clothing, so I have bought myself purple socks. And as I look at this, it is really this spiritual partnership. So when we go into this Kairos time, it's divine timing. It is this spiritual partnership at a soul level with something bigger than ourselves. It is how we are called in our highest potential, our most authentic self. And this is where we are co-creating. My spirit team is coming down and meeting me. We are going together. I'm holding the energy, not of my human form, and I recognize I'm in my human form, but that spiritual form that vibrates at the same rate as the angels and as the spirit around me. And I'm vibrating at that and co-creating in that with spirit. And I'm being really intentional this month, as I said, wearing purple socks, doing different things to make sure that I'm grounded, recognizing there's going to be lots of different emotions and reframing that it's happening for me, not to me, watching when I'm getting overwhelmed to find quiet times to de-stress my nervous system and calm my nervous system, which ties right beautiful into Sandra Krantz's deck. Krantz deck, not Krantz, Krantz decks from Alberta. Number 12. This is the swan, the neck of a swan, the face of a swan, and it talks about grace. Oh, you can't see it. Grace is written right here. And I have grace, a tattoo on my arm. Grace is a powerful, mystical connection that I really resonate with. And it is talking about that grace, recognizing that we need to give ourselves grace, even if you don't calm your nervous system, even if you don't do all those things, give yourself grace. This is a time when we get to start anew. I will have talked just with Charlene, and the start of April is that new Aries coming in and that Aries moon and Aries energy, the beginning. And many of these planets are in Aries, so it's this cosmic beginning. Give yourself grace. Grace in the beginner's mind, we're not yet good at it. Grace for what hasn't yet happened and still can. So really dig in and uncover and even journal around, what does grace mean to you? Grace, and that's why I tattooed it on my whole body, means to me this love, this compassion for myself. My husband and I often say to each other when we're in the middle of an argument, we need to give each other grace. As well, for me, grace is that connection to spirit that has miracles, the miracles of flowers unfolding, the miracles of spring coming, the miracles of divine timing that works out exactly as it should. And that's where I find grace. It's a good place for you this month to really dig into that word and what it means for you. And next we have this beautiful Unity Oracle, and it's talking about belonging. You are deeply loved. There's a sense of community. And when I have this, it's a sense of this is happening for us as individuals. It is also happening for the whole collective, the entire world. And we see the craziness in the world. We're all seeing the news. We're all seeing the YouTubes. We're all seeing what's happening. And so this sense of belonging and knowing that you're deeply loved is being in this collective of hope, this collective of prayer, this collective of bringing light and love and compassion and belonging in that group. And for me, that's what I spend a lot of time. And even this year, what I've been trying to do is very methodically or intentionally, not methodically, intentionally. We were just at this beautiful community gym, and this guy has been there for 2 months. I've watched him. And this man, he really connects with everybody, is so kind and smiling, but he connects with the youth because the high school students will come there starting in the afternoon and they come to do the workouts. And he connects with them and he gets up and he talks to them and they connect to him. You can see them light up and smile. And I know from my educational experience and research that resilience, this sense of belonging, comes from us looking up and smiling and seeing each other. So I know if I do that to someone else, that means that they're going to pay it forward to 5 more people. And that for me is a call to action in this month. What am I starting in this cosmos, this new divine timing? I am starting belonging to a community that has deep love, compassion, and hope for a beautiful tomorrow. And I'm going to say deep prayers as we go into it, recognizing that the beginnings of things always require grace. And here we have the soul cards. And the soul cards are a picture. So you look at the picture, however it resonates with you, and the colors. And for me, I see this mirrored, and I see this is my spirit team with their face against my face. And I could almost tear up when I have this because they are like, Michelle, we got you. And they just are sitting right in front of me and they're with me. And sometimes I feel them and sometimes I don't. So when I don't, I need to just trust because there are so many moments when I know that they're there and their presence and their synchronicities and their messages are so profound. So this is telling us all that your spirit team, the universe, the divine, God, whatever that is for you, is present. And they're standing up in a mirror and their heads down, just their forehead and nose to yours. And they are deep in love. They are deep in synchronicity with you and saying, we have you. We are in this time together. We are in spiritual partnership together. There is a strong sense of belonging with this spirit as we do this. What a beautiful and powerful reading to start. And now I'm going to do my 4 different lines that I do. The first one is I'm using the Light Seer Tarot from Chris Ann Donnelly, and I am asking, what is the energy that we're bringing in from last month or even, the energies that are coming in? It can be a month, it can be the last 2 months. So what is the energy that we need to just be attentive to, that we need to understand, that we're bringing in as we move into this April? The Star in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. And here we have the Colette Baron Reed. Here we have 2 that just jumped out. Often you'll have jumpers. We have Now is a Lucky Time and Spirit Has a Plan. Oh, I just can't look at this. Look at this. Divine timing, belonging. You just can't make this stuff up. Cannot make this stuff up. So let's go now to the tarot. So here we have the Star card. This for me is my favorite card of all. And I read reversals saying, is this energy coming in? Is this energy being blocked? Is this energy coming out? And when I read it together, so I see this energy coming in, or it might be blocked. So you have to really, really check with yourself because the Star is this beautiful card about wish upon a star. It's this energy of the universe meeting us and all of our wishes coming true. This is a line of hope. We see the light at the end of the tunnel. We see ourselves connected to something bigger than we are. And it is such a profound hope, love, and moving forward. And where I say it's blocked is because The Five of Pentacles is here. April's going to be a tough month. The astrological weather is going to shake us up. So this is our flag when we get into this position. So here we have the Five of Pentacles. It is the suit of earth. And here we have this girl. She's locked, and you can see she's crying in between her legs because she's behind this locked door. And what do we see over here is a key, and this light shining on this key. What does that mean? She's not locked in. She can take this key and open up the door, but she has to lift her head. She has to have hope and bring this hope in to recognize that she's more than this moment. She's more than what is happening to her at that time. And only she is able to connect to this energy and move out of this room, this prison of her own heart, her own mind. And this is where I say, this is a block for you. This star card is a block for you if you are finding yourself stuck in the Five of Pentacles. And for me, that's where I'm going to have to really recognize that my nervous system might be overloaded. I might be very emotional. If I'm emotional, and as a manifester in human design, anger is my out of alignment. So when I'm in anger, I know I'm out of alignment. I need to take a break. I need to take some time, disconnect from the people around me, the world, and set myself right so that I can really tap into this growing hope and this evolving and into this becoming. But I have to be careful, because if I stay in this, it's not going to happen. And that's where the Knight of Swords comes in. So this knight, once again, might be a block. If we get stuck in our own thinking, in our own stinking thinking, Knight of Swords is about movement, and it is about quick movement. Swords is air, and this is fast. This guy, he is running, he is going, he has a bike, and it's just going fast, fast, fast. There's going to be lots of shifts and changes. There's going to be lots of insights coming like this, divine timing. So they're going to come when we need them. And this is where and that's where I caution you, because we're in charge of how we see this world, and we're in charge. So watch, find a practice for yourself to give yourself grace, to find joy, to find happiness, to find breaks, and give yourself time to disconnect and ground. Because that's what I'm getting. We need to ground, because then we can move really quickly. So I have an adage that we used to work with, which was go slow to go fast. So take your time, go slow, and then you're going to see it's going to go fast. Because over here, the overall energy that's coming in now is a lucky time, and Spirit has a plan. They're working with us. We're not going to find ourselves alone. We're going to find ourselves connected into this larger Kairos time, and we're going to see how it all connects. Just don't get stuck in stinking thinking. So our next line is going to be our challenges. And now often challenges, you just go, oh, I don't want any challenges. But challenges are a place where we're invited to be curious, because this is where we can unblock our blocks. This is where we can grow. This is where we can heal and release and become an even better version of who we are. So in this April, what are the challenges that are going to help us grow and develop? Six of Wands, the Hanged Man, and Nine of Wands. And in challenges, I love to have Judith Orloff's surrender. Each card is how we can surrender. What do we need to surrender into as we face these challenges? Surrender to receiving support and love. Okay, let's read this line together. So first of all, we have the Six of Wands. This is the Wild Reflections Tarot, and the Six of Wands this is the wreath, the laurel wreath, Caesar coming in, victory. He's doing the victory lap. And so it's interesting because how can being victorious be a challenge? And that's where you have to ask yourself, if all your dreams are coming true, why is that a challenge? Is it because you're going to be starting something new and now in this new, your victory, you got that job, you got that new partnership, you got that new condo, you got that new house, and it's starting something new. But with the new also comes unfamiliar ground. So this is that challenge, is being victorious and getting exactly what in the last several months and even in 2025 we've been growing, we've been building into. And the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is the major arcana, and it speaks to us about the sacred pause and looking at things from a different perspective. So, our challenge is going to be, as things move quickly in April, as this astrological weather brings shifts, clarity, surprises, we need to definitely, in the Hanged Man, as we move and we're not sure what's going on, take that sacred pause. For me, it has even a more karmic and cosmic and connection, this Five of Pentacles, this idea of when you find yourself overwhelmed, make sure you get back into your center, get back into your soul. Just put your hand on your heart and remember where you're going. Remember why you're here and hold that energy. Hold that energy of this wholeness of yourself. And here I have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, once again is the suit of fire, passion, creativity. And Nine of Wands is often, it's the last stand. And so I have this ending. So for me, it's often this card will have picture the people with bandages coming out of war because it's the last stand. Don't give up. You have to take one more stand. And the Nine of Wand energy is saying here in reverse, it's saying this is going out. After we move out of April, we're going to have so many shifts that you're not going to have to take a stand. What will be happening will be present. It's going to be there. And as you're doing that, as you're finding your sacred pause, remember. So for me, I see the purple, it's connecting with the spiritual partnerships, surrender to receiving support and love. For me, this means sit in prayer. For me, this means talk to my spirit team. For me, this means to journal and receive the insights and the love that come through my automatic writing. And for me, I get up in the morning and I'll just write about an idea. I'll just write and allow myself and say, you know what is my spirit team trying to tell me? And just write down different things, emotions, ideas, concerns. And I'm just going to receive it with love and hope. And over here, next, we're going to have the beautiful gifts that are coming. So this is the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot. What are the gifts that are coming in April? What are the gifts? What your spirit team is saying, okay, we're going to be helping you this month. There's a lot of challenging astrological weather. And here are the gifts that we're going to share with you. First card, Ace of Pentacles, the beginning. The Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Cups. And I am coming over here for my Tao Oracle, seeing what is the message of the Tao Oracle going to help us for these gifts. What are they? This is with the I Ching, the Chinese divination system. And the energy for this line is opposition, opposite viewpoints, personal differences, a communication gap, disharmony, misunderstandings, estrangement. Interesting. So how is this a gift? How is this a gift and that they're helping us, the strength that they're bringing us? Okay. So the Ace of Pentacles is Pentacles is the suit of earth. It's the beginning. And as you can see, it's the first pentacle. It's the start of a new beginning. And April really is that. And so it's starting with that beginner's mind. The Seven of Wands. I have us stopping this. And this one is really about being aware of all the people around you and the wands pointing at you. So it's setting protection for yourself, being in your own center and setting protection. And so I have this as being blocked in a good way. It's saying, you know what? This is a time when you let go of all the shoulds, what everyone else around you is thinking about. This is where you focus on your own beginning. You focus on yourself. You focus on your own inner journey, and you just block everyone around you. And it also then, because it depends out for you, right? As you're listening to this, if you find yourself just being inundated with worries and anxiety, what are they going to think? What's going to go on? Then this is telling you you need to find a way to calm your nervous system, calm your mind, and recognize that most people really want others to do well. Most people look at others for good purposes. So always have a positive assumption and move forward with that into the Three of Cups, a beautiful community. Three of Cups is the cups of water, relationships, emotions. And these three women are having a party. They're coming together and celebrating. And it's recognizing. So this is where I see you're having new beginnings and you're not worried so much about what everybody else is because you found your tribe, you found your people. But this is where the opposing views, the opposition, those opposite viewpoints, that where you see a lot of crunchiness and struggle, do not get into the fight. Do not be a keyboard warrior. If you find yourself raising your emotions and your voice because you're in arguments this month, it is saying everybody's having a tough time. This is a really crazy, hard astrological weather month. Give everybody grace, including yourself. And when you see the opposition, when you see these opposing thoughts, open up to the duality of them. What two things can be true at the same time? I can look at a piece of art and think it's absolutely beautiful, and someone else can look at it and not see that beauty. So two things can be different, and yet and that is the diversity that we have on this planet, the diversity that we are of humans, the diversity of our thinking allows us to really expand past who we are. So this is an invitation to be curious. And when you find this crunchiness, that's a red flag for you. And it's a time for you then to just sit down, relax, put up some boundaries, maybe get yourself in a place where you can be alone and calm your emotions and nervous system if it's riling you up. Okay. Our last line. What is the spirit team, the universe? They're saying, okay, we've been telling you a lot, but this is your next step. This is first on the docket. So as we move into April, take heed of the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the High Priestess. Absolutely beautiful. And our beautiful Sacred Rebel Oracle. What energy is coming? What energy is coming for us? Okay. In the world, not of the world. Okay. What's most important? Six of Pentacles is really about reciprocity. It is about equally giving and receiving. And For me, this is always a reminder to actually receive because I love giving. I love to give more than I receive. It's a sense of control for myself. And this is saying, even over here, surrender to receiving love and support. I need to give and receive equally. So when I get a compliment, I need to say thank you. When I get help, I need to say thank you. And I need to just recognize that that is the gift of the people around me, my community that I belong to, that is helping me out. So I just need to say thank you and receive. Nine of Cups. There are so many beautiful things happening. The Nine of Cups is a card of abundance. It is a card of, yes, you have been working so hard to have these relationships, this emotional maturity, these connections, this intuition. Celebrate. Look where you are seeing the abundance in your life. What we look for, what we measure, we actually spend energetic time on and we create. So look with gratitude and to understand where it is and to continue to grow in it. And the beautiful High Priestess. This card is the card of intuition. It's a major arcana, and it's really connecting to the Kairos time. It's connecting to the spiritual partnership. It's connecting to your heart and your soul, everything that's resonating. So they're saying most important, your intuition this month is really going to guide you. So how are you going to be listening? How do you find that? Do you go for walks and look in nature? Do you listen? Do you pull your own cards? What is the way that you are going to start trusting your own intuition in guiding you forward? Start doing that. Start building this at a profound level because the High Priestess is really important. In the world and not of the world is speaking about we are these spirits. At the same time, we're 3D humans. So we are in this world, but we're not of this world. And that's why it's the spiritual part of us, that part that I see it as a flame inside of me, that energy that continues even once I pass, that energy that is present inside. It is my soul flame. It is that energy within me that connects to Kairos, connects to the spiritual, connects to my team. This is remembering and connecting to that. For me, it's I sit with my eyes closed and I imagine a flame flickering at my heart center. And I put my hand on that and I just imagine it growing with each breath and surrounding me and growing and connecting to the energy of spirit, to the energy of the universe, to my spirit team. So, how are you going to do that? How do you connect with that part of yourself that is 3D in this world? We're human. And yet, that mystical aspect of yourself that connects to the Kairos and your spirit team. How are you going to do that this month? If you're not sure, send me a DM. If any of these things you have questions about or you want to know more about, talk to me at michellewright.co. Connect with me and send me a DM and we'll have a chat and I can help you as you continue to expand. So now I'm just going to pull several oracle cards just for overall guidance for this month. Overall, this is Asha Frost, Sacred Medicine, Birch Tree, Humility. I love this card because this card talks about humility isn't about not shining your light. Humility is actually the opposite. Humility is knowing what makes you absolutely unique and brilliant and shine and going out in the world and being that version of yourself. Really digging deep into recognizing that you were created exactly the way you are. You were created this way to be you. And you have a unique way to shine in this world. And this is a reminder to do it because humility is not putting your light under a bushel basket. Humility is sharing it with the world so that we can belonging so that we could create a new version of who we are with everyone around us. Next, we have the beautiful Spirit Oracle. What is she going to say, this beautiful deck? The gifted guide. You don't need it all figured out. What a beautiful way for April. Talks about stars, chaos, opportunity, and that is April. And you don't need to have it all figured out. If you have glimpses of your awesomeness, this reminds me of Kung Fu Panda, and it's like, you need to put sunglasses on because you're going to be blinded by your awesomeness. And it's this, you don't need to have it all figured out. Just say yes. Just connect with your intuition, your heart, connect with that spirit part of yourself and start to become conscious of all this aspect around you. It is such a beautiful and exciting time. Asha Frost also has the elder spirit animal. I found them powerful as they guide us forward. Elder frog. Break generational cycles. Whew. To me, that is so powerful because I just started this by saying the astrology in April is some that the earth has never seen. It is like 14,000 years. And this is a new beginning. This is this cosmic new beginning of breaking generational cycles, of breaking the past that anchors us down and saying, not anymore. I am not of this world. I can connect to the highest potential that my soul wants me to be. I can connect to that energy. I know my beautiful friend Charlene, we were talking about it, and we were talking about when you're manifesting, when you're trying to connect to that energy, whether you connect to bringing in a car park or a cup or a mansion or a partner or health, it's holding that for yourself and recognizing that generationally we have blocks. So I know, and I love my mom and dad, and they worked so hard, but some of their thoughts where you have to work hard. If it's easy, you don't trust it. And therefore, the abundance that can come easily from the universe, because we don't have to earn it. We're alive, we're spirit. It's there. We just need to connect to it and allow it and to receive it into our lives. And that is so powerful. So for me, that is a generational cycle. I continue to look at and to break. And I'm doing a good job of it, one little step at a time. And that's it. I don't have to have it all figured out right now, and neither do you. I just need to recognize when I come across it and say, that's that generational voice that's keeping me small, keeping me hidden, keeping me humble in a way that isn't shining at my brightest, but humble in a way that doesn't allow myself to be truly who I am in the highest version of myself, most authentically me, sharing my joy and what I see as beautiful. And finally, we have our Rebecca Campbell Ancient Stones. Oh, as we walk around Victoria, you can see we are just on these beautiful ancient stones of the earth. Closing is nothing is impossible. So in April, I want you to believe that because you're co-creating with spirit. Be open to the unexpected and know that you will find a way. So if you find yourself locked in the room, if you find yourself feeling overwhelmed and stuck, angry, and just spiraling, find a safe place. Reconnect to your heart, reconnect to your soul, reconnect to your spirit team, because you will find a way. I hope this reading has meaning for you. I hope it talks to your soul and invites you to continue to expand past your wildest imagination. Connect to me and on Instagram at michellewright.co. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep leading with your soul. That wraps up another episode of the Lead with Your Soul podcast. I'm so grateful you chose to spend this time with me. As you navigate your own life transitions, remember to be gentle with yourself and embrace the journey. If you found value in today's episode, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Join me next week for more insights and inspiration. Until next time, keep leading with your soul.